right, good afternoon. This is Catherine, and I'm creating this educational video for Donna, who I understand is the office manager at Positricity. I spoke with Pam at the end of last week and told her I had some information I wanted to send over. It does have to do with digital marketing, but the purpose of this video is to educate you on what your competition is doing to gain more customers to get in through their door. So in no way, shape, or form is this going to be a sales video, but this is going to be educational. The reason I'm doing this is my goal is to help small businesses surrounding the Tampa Bay area to help get their business to where they want to be. We all start with an entrepreneurial spirit and know that there's a place or type of revenue or how big our business we want to be. Now, you guys at Positricity might be where you want to be, but the reason I'm going to show you this is because you can grow. There's lots and lots and lots of people searching for electricians every day. So I'm going to show you some of the information to help you start getting the same business as your competitors. Lastly, you might find this information great and you want to sit down and talk. I'll give you some contact information at the end of this, or maybe you just take it and run with it. But either way, I do want to share with you how we can make your business grow more than what you're getting in the door now. So we're going to have 3 areas of focus today. We're going to talk about SEO, which is search engine optimization. We're going to talk about Google My Business, GMB, and then we're going to talk about backlinks. First, I want to show you 2 things. So I typed in Electricians Tampa. I understand that your office is based out of Clearwater. The search results for electricians is higher in Tampa, and I'm going to show you the search results with your number 1 competition there. But we can always gear this, if you have more questions, we can always gear this around the areas that you're specifically looking to truly target and what type of search results you're going to get in that particular area. So with certain tools and research, you can actually hone in and really gain traction in certain places if you're not getting the traction that you're looking for. When you do a search, you get 3 areas within the Google webpage. So you are looking at the top is going to be ads. This middle section is a Google Map Pack, and that's where your GMB comes into play. And then down below is going to be all of your organic traffic. So Hoffman Electric, this is their website. And the reason I'm bringing up their website is to show you you're not too different. But to touch on SEO first, content is what Google is looking for. They're looking for about 1,500 words on your main page. And then in addition to that, they're looking for how much value your website's going to be bringing to your potential clients. You can use blogs, you can use content, as long as the content are playing into keywords that people are searching. And I'll explain to you in a minute what keywords are. But when you're looking at content, you want to have as much content as possible on your website. And that can be updated monthly, it can be updated quarterly, it can be updated how many ever times a year you want to do that. But when you put content in your page, you also want to be targeting what people are searching for. So that's what a keyword is. So when we type into the Google search bar electricians or any type of service that we're looking for, whether it's plumbing, heating, electricians, new windows, construction, etc. When you're typing that in, that is called a keyword search. So Electricians Tampa is a keyword. So second, I'm going to talk about GMB. That's your Google My Business. That's another way that Google checks to see if your company is verifiable and reputable. That is Google My Business is also called a citation. That's your business name, your phone number, and your address, and how many times it's out there on the internet. That is also going to be how they also verify the strength of your website is how much is going into your website, whether it's reviews or pictures of work that you've done in the past. Those are all going to help in ranking your website on Google. And then lastly, we're going to talk about backlinks. So a backlink is essentially a link from one website to another. And in this particular tool, the subscription I pay for helps me do my research when it comes to helping companies get their digital footprint better. We look at 3 areas. We're going to look at your backlink or your current website, and then your organic traffic, as well as how strong your website is. So your UR, that's going to be the strength of your actual website, and your DR is your domain rating. That's how trustworthy or popular Google finds your website. Now, both of these go up to 100. So as you can see, your DR has a lot of room for improvement, but you are actually a little bit more than most companies. I have seen a lot less than 3. Your backlinks are what help push power to your website. So the backlinks are not all created equal. Some are actually more powerful than others, and there are costs to subscribing or having backlinks pushing power to your website. So that can be where a lot of the costs in an SEO package would come into play, is how much is it going to cost in order to get your website up to that first page on Google, and as well as how much it's going to cost to keep you there. When we talk about keywords, like your website has 546 keywords that they're registering, which is great. It's bringing in a little over 50 people per month in organic traffic, and all of the information on this particular research tool is gathered monthly, and so it could look different month to month, but for last 30 days, this is what we're looking at. Now, I bring up Hoffman Electric. As you can see, why I think that there's a lot of area for improvement. Their DR is up to a 9. They have over 3,000 backlinks, and their keywords are at over 8,000. That is bringing in over 4,000 in organic traffic a month to their website. So I want you to understand when I'm showing you, and I know we talked about Tampa and you're based out of Clearwater, it really is geared towards where you're trying to traffic your business, where you want it to go, but also in areas where we can do research to find out what type of traffic that you might be missing out on. When we talk about SEO and backlinks, depending upon what we do, depending upon your area, is I go in and look at the backlinks that they have in place, and I want to target some of the same power that they have. We can find backlinks with the same type of power for your website as well. And so as you can see, a lot of these are up in the 90s. This is all bringing a lot of power to their website. And then once again, just to reiterate, there is a cost for backlinks. If they stop paying for some of these, then that is a possibility that their ranking could go down, because their power to that website might actually change as well. And then when we talk about keywords, so if we look at what our website is geared towards, there's a lot of people who are, of course, ranking for their own name, which is great, but you also want to be ranking for keywords that people are searching for. So there's 2 columns in here I look at. I look at volume and I look at position. So this is how many times someone is going to be searching for this particular keyword per month, and this is where you fall in Google in position rating. If someone were to type this in, this is where you would fall. So just for an example, LED lighting installations, people are searching that 1,500 times a month, but you're in the 21st position. So that means your page is like 3, 4, 5. So you're down there. That means 20 other companies are going to be found for this particular keyword before they come to you. So that's just an example. If you look at particular locations, which just coming down to Electricians Safety Harbor, Florida, you're ranking 16. And why I point that out is if someone's in this particular area, they're going to be found for that before you would. So when we talk about keywords, it just has a lot to do with the content on your website and making sure that Google is finding you when they go through and scan. There's a lot of algorithms that Google uses in order to put you into their search results. So if people are searching for high volume type keywords, well, then you're going to want to have them somewhere on your website multiple times in order for your website to be found for that. So with that, I did cover 3 topics that will improve your organic traffic on your website, and that would help bring in more business through your door. If you found this information valuable, I would like to schedule a time where we can do what's called a deep dive, where I can get a better idea of where you want your company to go, your vision for your company, whether that's more revenue for growth and expansion or business for slower months. And that would also be a time where you would get a chance to know me, to see if we're a good fit to work with each other. Second, I really appreciate feedback, and hopefully you found this valuable. I would love to know what you thought of it. It also helps shape the information that we're bringing to other small businesses. And then lastly, don't keep us a secret. If you did find this valuable, you might have friends or family or old colleagues who might need some of the similar information for their business to help them grow. So feel free to respond back with someone we can reach out to or pass our information along. And I hope you found this education valuable. We thank you so much for taking a look at it and listening. And I will follow up in a few days. In the meantime, if you would like to reach out to me, you can. My information is in the signature in my email. You can also reach me at 757-846-0186. That's 757-846-0186. I'm also in the Riverview area, so I do live locally. And I look forward to speaking with you. Thanks so much, Donna, and I hope you have a great afternoon.